Hi everyone, in today's video we are going to discuss about what is QHCP. What is QHCP? It is actually the Prometric exam which is required for the Qatar. So this is also conducted by Prometric Test Center on behalf of the Ministry of Health in Qatar. So now, what are the different requirements or eligibility criteria or the exam format and exam syllabus for this Qatar Prometric examination, or who all can write this Qatar Prometric examination? First of all, we can say that being a general practitioner, or if you're a specialist like you're a cardiologist or you're a neurologist or you're an orthopedic surgeon or you're a pediatrician or gynecologist, or all the specialist criteria can also write this examination. Plus, if you're a nurse or an assistant nurse is nothing but if you're having a diploma or a general nursing. Then if you're a pharmacist, being a clinical pharmacist or a registered pharmacist like in a BDS, or even if you have a B Pharm or an M Pharm, or if you have a PharmD, then also you can write this examination. So BDS also I have mentioned in between, which is actually for the dentist. Even a dentist can also write this examination, but each categories or each specialist will have their own requirements which is set by the Prometric test centers and even by the Ministry of Health. So if you are coming across all these eligibility criteria and if you are meeting these eligibility criteria, then we can see that you are allowed to or you are eligible to practice as a healthcare professional in Qatar. Now, you will be having confusion, how can I book for the examination or how can I register myself for this Qatar Prometric examination or in order to get a license. First of all, you need to have your documents attested and uploaded in a portal which is actually set by the Prometric Test Center and even by the Ministry of Health in Qatar. Once you have uploaded everything, they will be conducting a verification process. Directly they will be calling to the university you have studied. Directly they will be calling to the hospital or to the clinic where you have worked, which you have provided the experience certificate. It will almost take 30 to 45 days for the complete verification. Finally, you will be getting a result that you are positive or the result is positive. You are allowed to work as a GP or as a nurse in the Qatar. Then next step is you need to book for the examination. So examination is actually a major criteria, because if you couldn't pass the examination, then you cannot write this, you cannot go for the next step. So how many times you can write this examination? For example, first time you have studied by yourself, but you couldn't achieve the proper percentage, I mean you didn't get the 60%. Now what you can do? Can I write one more? Yes. Totally you will be having 3 attempts. So if you couldn't clear in all the 3 attempts, then no, you cannot work as a healthcare professional in Qatar. So only you will be having 3 attempts, and that also you cannot take one exam today and another exam tomorrow. They will be having a cooling period. During that time only you are allowed to book for the second round of examination or for the third round of examination. So when you prepare for the examination, make sure that you are taking adequate knowledge, you are having the basic information about the examination. It will be a computer based examination. When you practice, you also need to practice how to solve the questions in the computer as well, because sometimes you will be well versed with paper and pen or to have a written examination by paper and pen, but you will be having problems when you try to solve the questions in a computer, because sometimes you are not well versed with that. So because of that, when you practice itself, you need to do some mocks and even you need to practice the MCQs on a computer. So these are some of the basic steps and basic eligibility criteria and the format of the examination which you need to keep it in mind when you are planning for migration to Qatar.